Hello! I just finished uploading some of my videos and I am getting ready to go to my meeting with Tanya. And I just put on Home Alone in the background. Our remote never works anymore for volume. And there's Mr. Peepee. Hi, Mr. Peepee. You okay, buddy? He said, I don't feel very well today, Dad. He hasn't felt well at all today, and I had to have a meeting with the vet on the phone because he's been coughing so much. Look at this. This is what I do before my videos. And she was like, she said I would like to wait a week to up his Lasix because last night, Pee-Pee, oh God, I felt so bad for him. He got up and he started whimpering, and then like I felt down and he had like peed the entire bed. And Pee-Pee is one of the most well-trained dogs in the entire world. And so he was really like, you could tell he was like upset with himself. And I said that to the doctor and she's like, oh no, that's totally normal. That well-trained dogs, that if they like they pee in the bed, they're going to be really upset with themselves. And so Alex and I were rather panicked. And so anyway, we, this hat is like not fitting my head. I don't even know. But I was going to show some stuff over here. So anyway, we took care of it and it was fine. The rest of the night I took him outside and he ran around. He was fine. And he seems fine today. But he's just like, I think the cold is getting to him too because he's like older. So I wanted to show you guys these silly meals that I got. Which the first one they loved. I got from the dog, from, I can't remember what store. But anyway. Blue is the brand. Santa stew. Oh my God. And then I got this Turkey Day entree. So they had the Santa stew and they really liked it. Boo and Tucker, you guys ate all of it up, didn't you? So I'm going to leave this out for Alex to give them here in just a little bit because he's going to be home and I'm going to be going to my meeting. But I wanted to show some things. You guys, some of these things have been sitting literally in my car. Some of these things have been sitting in my car for like over a week. The first thing is Rennie from Australia sent me these Arnott's mint slice cookies, which I'm so excited about. Thank you, Rennie. They've been sitting in there forever, and she sent this very nice little note and everything. So I needed to get those out. Okay. Okay. Then the next thing is, I just have to tell you guys really quick, I have these wax melts burning, and see if I can find them. Okay, I showed you these last night, but these are my new favorite wax melts, and they are coffee cake swirl. They're so strong. Stupid hat. And I love them so much. I mean, I love it so much. The whole house smells like cinnamon coffee cake. It's crazy. It's so incredible. And, okay, the next thing I want to show you is, oh, well, Alex is calling me. Hold on a second. There's my husband. I'll be right back. Okay, he was just telling me that he was on his way home. So he's going to stop at Fresh Time. But the next thing, you guys, I literally started crying in the car. And it is from Tidor and Marta from Norway. You guys, look what she made Pee-Pee. She made him a robe. Pee-Pee, come here. You want to try it on? Come here, sweetheart. Let's see if it fits you. See? What is so funny is that Alex said, we're going to have to... It's so cute, you guys. Alex said he likes it. Aww. He said, we're going to have to start putting him in warm clothes. Look at this. Thank you, Marta. Do you like it? Hmm? Look at that. It's a little robe. Do you like that? He said, I don't mind it. Can I kiss? You're a good boy. He said, there's so many treats that you bought there, Dad. I got all kinds of new treats for them. Okay. We'll take that off for right now. There you go. You guys want another little treat? Okay, here, this time I'll give you these milk bones. You guys want to see my life? Who wants treats? Ooh, Radley. Who wants treat? Tucker. Where'd Tucker go? There he is. You guys, Alex groomed Tucker's face, and look at it. We need to take him to get professionally groomed now, because Alex is nobody's dog groomer. Is this like right in my face? Okay, I give you each a real bone. There you go, Boo Radley. There you go, Tucker. And there you go, Pee-Pee. Okay, good boys. Everybody's such good boys. They only get them after they go to the bathroom, but... Okay, and she sent me a very nice card. So, the next thing, which has also been sitting in my car for a while. You excited? It's from Cindy, and Cindy sent me all these fantastic chapsticks. Oh my god, I haven't gotten a chapstick in a long time. She sent me pink grapefruit, pumpkin pie, which I had in my office, and I literally have been using it for 3 years, and I just ran out. So I'm so excited about that. I'm gonna go put this in my bag right now. In my office. Okay. And then peaches and cream, which I've never tried before. And then birthday or cake batter. And green tea mint. And cocoa butter formula, which I'm gonna put this in my car. How do you open it? we've each had, I'll just put this over there, we'll do it later. We've each had one, that's all we need. Okay. Oh, okay. So then, oh my god, you guys, hold on just a second. See, what I did was I came home and I took all my cards out. And now I don't remember. Okay, so Gabriella, I'm almost positive this is, yep, Gabriella, this was incredible. So she sent me, first of all, this very cute card. And then, you guys, I am so in love. She sent me this White Barn champagne and glitter candle. Do you guys see this? I feel like I should be a candle review company at this point. And I don't even know how to explain to you how incredible this smells, but it very much reminds me of the silver, if you see behind my head whenever I do videos, the silver candle from Anthropologie. It reminds me a lot of that. Oh my god, it's so good. And I'm going to put it right here, and we're going to burn it in our bedroom. And then she got me a book. Now, I can't show you what the book is. You know what the book is, Gabrielle, but I can't show you because I'm going to use it in a video. So she knows I'm going to do that, by the way. So I can't show what the book is. But I love the book. The book is fantastic. So thank you. Thank you very much. Okay. And the next thing was like too much and very, very unexpected. Thank you very much. That's the nicest thing that anyone. And this is from Annie. And I'm kind of assuming she took this off of my Amazon wish list, which like nobody ever goes to. But, okay. She got me The Gilded Razor by Sam Lansky, which, you guys, if you've heard me talk in my vlog, okay, so I've already read this book, but I absolutely, absolutely loved it, right? And I wanted to own a copy, and so I did, and, like, Alex really wants to read this, so I'm going to let him take this to Vegas. So, Annie, that was perfect. And then The Savage Song by Victoria Schwab. Okay, so this is really funny how all these books happen. I have like a paperback copy of this, but I wanted a hardback copy of it, which she sent me. And then Maddie wants to do this book for a buddy reads. So now we have 2 copies of it. Okay. And then Everybody Sees the Ants by A.S. King. So excited. And then Boy Robot by Simon Curtis, which I have heard, it's his first book. He also has an album out. He's really cute. Look at him. And he also has an album out, and I did all my research on him. Annie! My god! Cannot believe it. It's incredible. So anyway, those were my gifts. I wish you guys could see me. I was going to film it today, but I didn't have my camera with me. Filming it, like, I wish you guys could see me, like, in the car when I'm opening these gifts. Because I literally get so excited, and I'm like, oh my god, like, I can't believe this put Pee-Pee's picture back, see? I always take it down for videos, but then it goes right back there. I was like, I open them because I get so excited that I can't wait till I get home, and then I'm like, oh my God. So, all right, I gotta go get ready for my meeting because I have to leave here in 15 minutes. So I will talk to you guys later. Bye. Hello. Okay. This will not be a long vlog tonight because it is freezing outside. It's 19 degrees, and my ears keep on popping. And I want to finish my audiobook. I have like an hour and a half left of it. So I want to listen to my audiobook and get it done. I have read 7 books this month so far. It's crazy. I finished so many books already. And I've read some great books this month too. I finally finished this Halloween book called Trick or Treat that I just stood in the kitchen tonight before I left. I had like taken Pee-Pee out so that he could potty before I left, because he's pottying now in the middle of the night, and I think I shared that in my vlog. And so anyway, I just want to make sure that he didn't have to potty. Oh my God, how does my camera get so low? It says 5%. Well, I guess it'll be real short then. Anyway, I went to my meeting tonight. It was very good. It was very spiritual. I saw a lot of friends of mine that I hadn't seen in a while. This really isn't mine to share on here, but like, I had a patient of mine that was one of like my very first patients years and years ago, like 15 years ago. And it's how I met his family, and then I became close with his sister, and his sister got sober, and she's doing really well, a really neat family, and I've been really close with the mother for years. And the woman that I saw in Costco that I started crying with is like this mother's like best friend, and I used to go to lunch with them and catch up and stuff. Well, yesterday, my patient, I haven't talked to him in years, like he's moved all around and stuff, but I'm real close with his sister. She texted me and said that that he had passed away on Saturday. They don't really know a whole lot of what's going on. It's just very, very sad, and so I'll have that funeral. The showing is on Friday, and the funeral is on Saturday. I feel like I'm kind of in shock. Like, I've known this kid since he was 16 years old, you know? It's so weird to me, and I've known his sister since she was 14 years old, or 15, and just so weird, you know? And I don't want to get into the conditions of the situation, but without getting into it, you can understand why it even makes me sadder. And just sad days, you know? It's like, I try to find meaning in that. I just know that tonight my camera is I'm talking about this is going to be the night that my camera just shuts off. So if it does, good night and have a wonderful day tomorrow. But you know, I try to find meaning in those things in my life, but sometimes I think there are things that are just sad that happen. And loss is just a sad thing. You know, death, I'm not a believer that only the good die young. I'm not a believer in that. And I wish so much for people, you know? It's like, any of us know when we're nearing the end of our lives, you know? Well, most of us don't. You know, think about my mom, and even like, you know, 2 months out, she didn't even know that was going to be where she was in 2 months. I mean, she was still in her living room of her house, and 2 months later, she's dead, you know? And a lot of people, like, you know, get in car accidents and are gone that quick, and overdoses, and, you know, it's just, it breaks my heart. It's like, so much sadness. Now my battery's on yellow. So it's just a sad, sad day, you know. I'm like thinking about it and thinking about their family, and I was texting the mom earlier, and she's so positive, you know. Not positive, cheerful, but positive, like, we'll get through this, you know. And I don't know how you find that strength, you know what I mean? Like, I talk a lot about my mom, but it's one thing to bury a parent, and it's another thing to bury a grandparent. It's completely a different thing to bury a child. And, you know, I've stood beside so many parents before that have buried their children. And, they always say it's not supposed to be this way, you know. I was supposed to go first. They always say that. And I think I may have mentioned this in here, but there was this like kid, and he was running down the street the other day, and I was thinking to myself, like, we don't even know that he won't be gone next week. It was just like, I don't even know who the kid was, but I was just like thinking, you know, like, we never know, like, when our last days are coming, you know. And so when we say live each day as if it were your last, it's really true, you know. It's like, make amends to people, you know, live a right life, you know, like, be kind. This whole idea of kindness, it's like, I just don't understand it sometimes, like, why it's so hard just to be a kind person, you know. Somebody left a comment on my video the other day, and they said something to the effect of me being really biased about, like, not making a video about Trisha Paytas. And, you know, here's the thing, is that I know I have a very sharp mouth, and just to put this out there, I haven't ruled out against making that video. I just want to say that, okay? I don't condone it. I want people to know that, okay? And I may have even had that conversation with Trisha, just so you know. I don't show everything or tell everything that I do on here, and some things to me are so serious that they go above and beyond needing to name drop on here. But, you know, I don't really care who somebody is in the grand scheme of things, how famous or popular or whatever they are. If I see something, a behavior that I don't condone, I will say something about it. And, but, you know, not just in regards to her, but about anything. You know, I have to be very, very careful. It's like, I have a very sharp tongue, and I'm not stupid. And so when I want to, I don't get on camera and just shred somebody and drag them. And I think most people know that. Like, I point out from a humanistic point of view what I think a lot of people think. At least that's the way that I see it, right? In an intellectual way, in a philosophical way, not super academic or deep, just in a, hey, let's talk on a human level, right? But it's hard to come up with a comeback to that, or if you're not open to hearing that, right? So I have to be careful sometimes about the drama that I choose to cover, okay? Like, for example, and it's not because I'm biased, it's because I'm like, let me give you an example. Okay, so I was gonna make a video about the kid that said he was being bullied. Well, then I was actually like sitting down, getting ready to make it, and I was like Googling it, and I was like looking at some of the articles that had been written about it. And all of this stuff came out about the possibility that his mother was racist. And, you know, like, that he was making racist comments, supposedly. Not that I think that makes it right or wrong what was happening to him, okay? I'm not a believer that two wrongs make a right. I just don't believe that. But I can understand being antagonized to the point of wanting to do what they did to him, if that's really the case. I don't know. I wasn't there. And the more I sat there and thought about it, I thought, you know what? You don't know enough about this situation to speak to it, if that makes sense. When I make videos about Tana Mojo, I don't believe she's trolling in her videos, okay? I don't believe she's like, I will do anything at any cost for views. I feel like Tana is really putting her life out there. Does that make sense? Like, I feel like she's putting who she is out there. I don't believe that of Trisha. I believe that Trisha trolls a lot. I think she puts stuff out there to see how far she can push the envelope. And while I don't think that that's okay, those are conversations that I need to have with her instead of making a video about it. Because in some ways, I feel like it brings negative attention and belittles the issue at hand, if that makes sense. Like, I know I get on video and I flip fans and all this kind of stuff, but I want people to know, like, I deliberately think about what I talk about in my videos. I was not willing to talk about, you know, Shay Carl and that stuff. I just wasn't. I take cheating and marriage very, very seriously. And I don't want to do some fan flipping video and minimize the seriousness of that situation. I don't want to, that's why I wouldn't do a video about the Daddy 05 stuff, because people asked me to, because I didn't want to minimize the seriousness of that situation. There are a lot of topics I refuse to talk about. So I want people to know that, like, I deliberately think about those things, okay? It's not that, like, oh, I'm biased or blah, 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 whatever. And I'm not going to say that I'm not biased towards people. I think we all are, but I think there's a difference between being biased and making a video. Like, I'm not willing to make a video because that person's my friend, and deliberately knowing, I mean, I have a text from Trisha Paytas that says, babe, make a video about whatever make a drama video about me. You know I don't care, you're always fair to me. So if I wanted to make a video about Trisha Paytas, I could make it tomorrow. It doesn't mean that she's not gonna be my friend anymore. She knows how I feel about the shit that she does, okay? And I know that it's trolling. I really can't believe that at this point people don't believe it. And, you know, and this is the thing, is that, have you noticed I've kind of stopped talking about her in my videos? There might be a reason for that, you know, like, I'm not somebody that just speaks. I mean, there's action to what I do too, so. And, you know, Tanya and I were having this conversation tonight. She was like, I was talking about how, you know, December is a good AdSense month, and this will be the month that everybody will be doing these crazy videos and trolling and putting all this kind of shit out there because the money on YouTube is fantastic, and that everybody's out of school, people are out of work, so more people are watching videos, so views go up. And I said, but, you know, I wouldn't be willing to do that. And she's like, what do you mean? And I go, well, for me, it's like, I want to make more cheapo boxes, or, you know, it was like, somebody was telling me earlier that they think of me as like, this like grandma type that like gives advice on my channel, you know, like, I don't know. It makes me so happy that people send me stuff for pee-pee. You know, like when I showed earlier that robe I got, like, it's incredible. Like, Alex put it on him tonight, and he was so warm in it, and he loved it so much, that robe from Marta. I came home tonight, and Alex had lit literally 20 candles in our living room, and he was, like, having a glass of wine, and he was like, I haven't just sat here and had a glass of wine and just enjoyed our house in so long. So I sat there with him, and he was watching The Punisher, and I don't even know what that show is, but I was sitting there, and we were just, like, talking while he was watching it, and it was just, like, such a calm moment. I love those moments with my family, you know? And then my mother-in-law came into my YouNow stream tonight, but I like what my channel is. You know, I like that my channel is advice and suggestions, and that I give, you know, like, I do funny things, and people feel like I've always said I kind of wanted to be like the Roseanne of YouTube. And what I mean by that is that she's funny. Her show is funny. You know, they're in the kitchen, they're joking around, but there's always some lesson at the end of it. You know what I mean? Like, I remember like the episode where she hit DJ, and she sat him down and they had cookies and milk and he didn't want to eat any, and she even laughed at that, right? So in the middle of all this, they're telling a joke, but she says, you know, my dad hit me and I promised I would never do that to my kids. You know, there's always a learning experience in that show. It's like All in the Family, or even like Married with Children to some degree. It's like, you know, in great comedy, and there can be tragedy and learning and sorrow. And I have to decide where I draw the line. And going forward in 2000, I mean, it's not like I have a channel with 100 subscribers anymore, you guys. I have a lot of people watching my videos, and I want to put out a positive message, at whatever that means. My videos are not just about talking about drama. If there is no conclusive response that I can come to the end of it other than drag a person, I will not do the video. Like, there has to be, for me, some redeeming quality to the video that I'm gonna do. And even going forward in 2018, I've even thought even more about like what I want my channel to be about, you know, my main channel, like what I want to talk about on there. And some people aren't going to get that, and that's fine. You know, some people just want to drag somebody, the flipping of the fans, the funny, ha-ha, and I understand that, and I respect that. And go to all the channels that offer you that. Go to the channel that has receipts and all that kind of stuff. But on my channel, I'm going to be telling funny little stories. I'm going to be flipping a fan, and I want my place to be an escape for people from everyday life for even just 15 or 20 minutes. But then maybe walk away, and also after they've had a good laugh, go, I guess I never thought of it that way. You know, like, that was a good point. But not because I'm so arrogant to think that I know everything, but because I've lived through a little bit of the world. You know what I mean? So, that's what I do when I make videos. I mean, every day that I wake up, I always have 4 or 5 different ideas, and I kind of go through them in my head, and I'm like, okay, is this something that I want to talk about? And even as I'm doing them in my videos, like, there are some places I don't go. Like, you know, like, it's interesting. Like, a lot of people comment about Tana Mojo's parents, okay? I saw her, and I had said a lot of stuff, too, in videos about, like, you know, where are the parents, where is she at, whatever. But if you notice, after she put the video out of her parents watching the Hefner video, I kind of stopped, you know? Like, I saw that video, and I've heard the things they've said about her, or she said about them, and I thought, oh, these are two people that have kind of, like, maybe I don't agree with who they are in life, but I don't know who they are in life, but, like, maybe they've done the best they can do, you know? Like, maybe Tana wasn't the easiest child to, you know, to raise. Maybe they had issues of their own, you know what I mean? Like, that's what I'm talking about. Would it be easy for me to get on there and be like, oh, like, look at her parents? And, well, it would be easy for us to do that about anything. You know, it would be easy for people to say, well, Peter's parents grew up, or he grew up with an alcoholic mom, and that's why he's so critical of people. You know, I mean, people could say that, you know? It's true. Is it necessary? I don't think so. And I think people think I'm more, like, off the cuff than I am. Like, I think about what I'm going to say. I mean, I don't script it, but I think about the things I want to share in my videos before I make them, because I want it to be deliberate. I want it to be like, I think it's a stretch to call myself a comedian. Honestly, I do. But I would like to be a comedian. I would like people to laugh and gain some enjoyment. When I read the comments from people when they're like, I was having a shit day and you made me laugh so hard, thank you, that cheers me up. When I read the comments that people say, I was having a shit day, you cheered me up and made me laugh, and I also learned something that I never saw it that way. Like, I'm like, yes, like, that's it. See, like, that's what it's about, right? Can we please use comedy and humor that isn't dark in a way to do this? You know, like, and one of the things that I want to prove is that you can be successful on YouTube as a 45-year-old man that talks about Bob Evans and flips a fan, and I'm completely who I am, and I show all of my truth to the world, and yet somebody out there still seems to like me, so that's okay. I don't have to tell these crazy stories. No, I'm not getting millions of views, but I do okay. I'm very happy with all of you guys that watch me out there, you know? Hell, I can't keep up with what I have right now. You know, sometimes I think, well, if I grow any more, then I'll never be able to interact with these guys, you know? Like, don't get me wrong, I would love to be up in the millions, but, like, I don't know how I would keep up with it at that point, you know? And that's one of the things I love so much about it. So, I think, like, I don't know. I think one of the things I would like more people to do as we go into 2018 is live with intention. You know, really think about what we're putting out there. The message that I said in my video about Tana Mojo wasn't just for Tana Mojo, it was for everybody. It was, you know, I love the quality of content that Shane Dawson's putting out right now. I think Shane Dawson, even though he does shits and giggles videos, these series that he's doing where he's meeting people from his past are really showing you can repair relationships from your past. It's so powerful. I don't even know that he realizes what he's doing. Like, he's helped me. And, you know, like, you can still get the views and you don't have to be a shit show. You know what I mean? And, but I'm also not somebody that gives up on somebody just because they do something that I don't like. I'm not somebody that just says, I'm done with you, I won't talk to you ever again because you say something or have an opinion or a belief I don't like. I'll sit down and talk to you about it and say, hey, I think, like, maybe we should talk about this. Like, I have some issues with what you did or what you said. You know what I mean? Like, I think it's a learning experience. Now, if they're completely negative all the time and they're unwilling to change and grow, at some point I have to kind of say, do I really want this person in my life? But I wouldn't want somebody to just push me out of their life because they didn't agree with my belief system. And I believe in treating people the way that I would want to be treated, not the way that I've been treated. Maybe it's naive and maybe I am, I don't know. I think 2018 is going to be a good year. I think it's going to be a more peaceful world. At least I hope so. All right. I love you guys. Good night.